over it and realised that she's also NLP trained. She's also a certified coach, and her background is in HR, it's in recruitment, a mammoth amount of things. So you're honoured today, ladies and gentlemen, to be sharing the stories and listening to the most amazing lady, and please welcome to the stage with a huge round of applause, Wendy Cheryl. Wow.
Raise your hand if you watched I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here recently. Okay, not many of you, that's a shame. I feel a bit like Charlotte when she walked out and saw who she was going to be on the show with. For those of you that don't know, Charlotte gets paid to watch other people on television. She's in part of Google Box. Scarlett, sorry. My daughter's Charlotte, getting them mixed up. Yeah, just I'm absolutely blown away to be amongst so many amazing people. So thank you for inviting me here today, Marion. Raise your hand if you've ever found something. If you've been with me back in 2001, you would have witnessed me finding an amazing opportunity. It's Christmas, and I've been invited out for lunch with my new boss. Wendy, you've done a fantastic job. He's Scottish, by the way. And he has the most incredibly humongous Adam's apple. So I call him Mr. Adams. It looks like he swallowed a grape and it got stuck and can't stop looking at it. Wendy, you've done a fantastic job so far. It's your first job as a manager, and I've been so impressed with what I've seen. You're only part-time, you've managed to achieve so much. It's been amazing. I'd like to open some more practices. How do you fancy helping me out? Can you work a few more hours and give us a hand? Hey, yeah, I'd love to, that'd be great. Hey, what an opportunity. Two years and 15 practices later, and I found a new feeling. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm working 50 to 60 hours a week. I'm hardly ever home, and I hardly ever see my family. But it's a really exciting job. I must be really privileged to have been invited to take on such a role. You must think I'm really great. You find me in Mr. Adams' office. Wendy, it's time for your first appraisal. I've been on a course, and apparently that's the right thing to do. It's been an amazing journey, a great 2 years. You know, we've done great things. Is there anything you'd like to say? Well, yeah, actually, I'm thinking that practice manager doesn't really cut it anymore. It's not really describing what I do. I wonder if I could be called the HR manager? Ha! I don't think so. You're not qualified. What would it look like to the outside world if we put someone like you in that position? Oh. Hang on a minute, but that's what I've been doing for the last 2 years. I've written all the HR policies, I've put all the procedures in place, I recruit everybody, I conduct everybody. Hell, I even give them a hug when they're feeling miserable. Isn't that what HR managers do? Okay, Wendy, we're going to open another 10 practices in the next 6 months. And are you up for it? I really am exhausted. It's taken on another part-timer to help out, and I thought that was me going to be able to start working normal hours again. But no, it just meant I could do more work. okay, I'm up for opening another 10 practices, but I think we really need to bring in some more people to help. We need to start building a team. I can't keep doing this on my own. Okay, what do you have in mind? I think you should recruit an HR manager, someone who I can learn from. Okay? A few months later, I meet M. M is our new HR manager. She is absolutely immaculate, not a hair out of place. She powders her nose 20 times a day, and she wears bright pink lipstick. We don't see people like that in the veterinary profession usually. But she's lovely, and she wants to have a meeting with me.
Oh, crap.
She's going to see what I haven't done. She's going to see how bad things are. I was really shitting myself. Hello, Wendy. How are you doing? I wanted to have a chat with you because I wanted to talk to you about all the stuff that you've done over the last few years. I'm blown away with what you've achieved. It's absolutely amazing. You've put everything in place that I would have expected. I can't believe you haven't done this before. In fact, I don't know why you decided you needed an HR manager because you've done it all. Shit, what have I done? Given up that opportunity. Really, that's interesting because, so really you think I've done everything right? You know, everything in place is how what it should be? Yeah, I think you've done an amazing job. All he ever does is complain about all the mistakes I make. He's never said anything like that before. I work 50, 60, 70 hours a week. 5, not 6, but 7 days a week. I'm hardly ever home. I hardly ever see my kids. Don't even know if my husband's still there. I don't have a life. One of the problems when you think you don't have a life is that you don't value life. Have you ever wanted to just run away? Well, I did. I ran. Went home. It was late. Kids were in bed. My husband, he went outdoors, I came in. That happened most nights now. Got a bottle of vodka and a packet of pills. And I started. A few pills, drink of vodka. A few pills, drink of vodka. Pen and paper. Dear everyone, I'm so sorry that I've been such a disaster. Sorry I've let you all down. I know that the world will be a much better place without me around. And I started to feel this itching and tingling and all over, all down me. And suddenly I'm going, what the hell am I doing? So I put the lid on the vodka. I went to see my doctor the next day and he prescribed me some antidepressants. Wendy, he's Scottish too. I'm going to give you some antidepressants and I'm also going to give you this leaflet for a local support group. The antidepressants will take the edge off how you're feeling and they'll help you feel a wee bit better for a short term. But you really need to talk to somebody about what's going on inside your head. And if you do that, you'll feel much, much better. So I did. I put the tablets to one side. I didn't take them. They were there if I needed them. And I talked, and I talked, and I talked. Went back to work a couple of months later, and things had got a little bit better, and I was much stricter about my working hours. No more weekends, no more nights, and I spent a lot more time with my family and started to realise what was important. And I began my journey of self-development, which 12 years later I'm still on, because you never stop developing. What you might not know is that 10.4 million sick days are lost every year in the UK to stress, anxiety and depression. It's the #1 reason why people go off on long-term sick. It's a massive problem. And you all, as entrepreneurs and employers, have a duty of care to your employees and your team to provide an engaging and motivating environment and to really take care of them. I wrote a book called Get Out of Your Way. It's a step-by-step guide for entrepreneurs to attract, recruit and retain a winning team. The book will help you to establish the foundations for creating an amazing business, to bring in an amazing team, and it gives you the step-by-step guide on how to recruit and takes you through all the HR processes and helps you, it's got some tips in there to help retain people, what are the things you need to do to keep people happy. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you today. I'm going to be outside later on this afternoon if anybody wants to come and have a chat, but thank you very much for your time.